Hello and welcome to this Monday evening stream where of course we are on the Glossop line. So further ado, let's get the cab set up and we can be on our way. What are we doing? Get on. We can turn everything we need to on from here. So a couple of you already in the chat. Evening Crazy Plays and evening Tracks and Chill. I hope you're both well. Let's do Vigilance. TSD's normal. Everything else is perfect. We've got headlights already on. We've got the PIS sorted. The GSMR is on. We just need to unlock those doors. So we're going to be doing this first part from Hadfield to Glossop, which is just one stop, and then we jump out and do part 2 of this this service, which takes us from Glossop all the way to Manchester Piccadilly. Thought we haven't played on Glossop since the release, so it was a good opportunity to jump straight back into it, and of course it's always fun running in the Class 323. So yeah, I'm quite excited to give this another go. Let's just finish loading the passengers up. We'll put ourselves into neutral so we don't keep getting the beep of vigilance. And 10 seconds to go, so we'll start locking those doors. And we can be departing now. So we've got a line speed of 15. And we quickly jump up to 40. Yeah, Glossop does look like a really nice route. There we go. Let's just sort out our controls there. It is a nice little route, and it's always fun driving the 323. Obviously, we first experienced it on Birmingham Cross City, but it's so nice to get it reused again in on another route, because it was really well modelled. So there we go, we're about to jump up to 40, but just need to keep on top of our speed. That's for the distant distance signal. Speed up a little bit here, but we do drop down to 10, so I don't think we're going to get very far before we need to be slowing. But my god, it does pick up quickly. Crazy, wonder how far beyond the AI lane. Yeah, it'd be interesting to put this in, I guess, into God mode and see. To find out what you can see. You can speed up a little bit here. It's a little while until we need to be down to 10. We are running to no times as well either, which is a little bit interesting. I would have thought there's a time for me to be in at Glossop. We'll continue slowing. Tracks and Chill, are there any good tutorials for German trains? The training models aren't very clear. Is this about sort of the safety systems and signalling for German routes? If so, I believe on the Trains and World YouTube channel there is a whole stream dedicated to German safety systems. So such as PZB, LZB. Or is it something slightly different you're after? Crazy, especially wondering, yes, how it looks beyond to Oxford Road would be really interesting. I'm sure you could probably just wander down that sort of way to see how far you can get. You can always somehow get out of bounds. Right, we're about to hit 25 in just a second. There's the 25. Come on. I'd like to do something a little bit quicker than 10 miles an hour. Evening, Eli. What train do you love? I don't mind the 323 that we're driving. It's a pretty nice train to drive, well modelled. Right, we can speed up here now. Okay, now we're speeding again. There we go, there's the 45 coming up. Right, now let's put the power on. Go, just ease back on the power now. We're going to get AWS as we run over this magnet. There we go, we'll acknowledge that. And we'll start slowing for the 10 here. Onto 2 notches because we're quite close to 10 miles an hour. We're nowhere near it at the moment. There we go, down to 10, pretty much bang on time. Yeah, the 3T3 is cool, Eli. It's a really nice train to drive. And now we'll just creep into Glossop. Very slowly. Okay, as we come up to the buffers here, let's just start to brake. We've still got about 20 yards. A little bit further. And there we go. Unlock those doors. We'll start to shut the cab. Turn the tail lights on actually. Turn tail lights on. Well, good to know that we got the gold. But we want to return to free roam. Right, let's turn the headlights off. Finish loading these doors. Well, finish loading these doors. Finish loading these passengers. And then we can... Interesting. I haven't even had to start the service. Yeah, it shows the service that I need to be taking. Interesting. Okay, we need to run down the other end. Right, let's turn this off. No, I don't. On the door. Let's run. Otherwise we're going to be late. Excuse me, coming through. I'm taking this. Let's turn AWS on. Acknowledge chat. DSD's normal, vigilance on. No, they are off. I think we're set. We're ready to go. Start locking those doors. And away we go. Right. I think we're going. Power comes up, and there we go. Right. Let's just have a look at a couple of messages here. Would have been great if the Glossop line would have had some kind of... Let's just come back on the power. Kind of like Manchester network route. Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd like to hope that there's more to come with around Manchester, because it feels like you could build quite a cool network and really make Manchester Piccadilly very busy. Eli, can you do 323 all day here and back to Manchester Piccadilly? We're going to be on this route for the whole of this stream, so there'll be plenty of 323 action, that's for sure. We'll be able to jump up in just a second. There we go. Up to 45. Let's put the full power on. But we won't be stopping at Glossop on the way back. We bypass Glossop. No, not Glossop. Dinting. No, we are stopping at Dinting. What am I on about? I vaguely know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got another AWS wall in there. Manchester Liverpool route, but maybe I'd still like Merseyrail over that. Yeah, Merseyrail would be very cool. Perhaps with the 507, 508s. Right, let's brake for this 25. Although we're not going to make it. Just about. Yeah, it'd be amazing to have some more northern routes. So hopefully we'll see that at some point. I think we're all now just awaiting to hear what the what will be announced in August. I think it's fair to say. There's 10. There we go. As we come into Dinting. It's very unusual station, being a triangle. Something a little bit different. I like it. And we're going to be just about on time as well. So we will roll in, find our stopping point, which is a little bit further up. It will start to brake now. That will do nicely. Let's unlock those doors. And we'll jump out here at Dinting and we'll have a little look around. So you can see this platform doesn't actually tend to get used much, if at all. I think there was just one service, a very late service, 23:56, going to Glossop. So I'm not quite sure how that works and how that gets to Glossop. Because it definitely needs to go round to the right if you're going to Glossop. But the stop times on this route are incredibly short, so you can't get distracted too much. And away we go for Broadbottom. We'll go over the viaduct here. The very football pitches don't have that that thick white lines, but okay, we'll go with it. Here we come over the bridge. Nice little view across. Now we can really put the power down. We're up to a 40. There's one loud horn. And there's another 323 waiting to come into Dinting. Nice. Yeah, that's... Oh, I've put it into emergency. For some reason tonight, this keyboard is very sensitive. Let's just take that out. Away we go. Let's try that again. I'm blaming the keyboard for that. Yeah, it's weird that PIS and that service. It'd be probably good to try and find out what service that is and give it a try. It's obviously a very late one. So we can run up to 60 here, so we'll use the full speed of this 323. Okay, we'll just cruise along at 60 here, manage our speed not to run over the 60. And we're probably going to be a little bit late even after an emergency brake there. It's all good. I can't wait for the enhancement pack to come to this route as well, because I think it will just make this route look even better than what it is. Some of the work in progress pictures do look very, very nice. So here is Broad Bottom. Keep running at 40 because we're coming to a stop here. There was waterworks as well, which was sort of like partial flooding, which was quite interesting actually, and had sort of temporary speed restrictions on, which were pretty cool. I can't remember what the other. I think there was one. I want to say there was one to the to Ardwick Depot. I think there was quite a few scenarios, more than I expected. And of course it's just starting to rain. So we've got Hattersley next. Yeah, I haven't played all the scenarios yet, but there's quite a few of them. Once we've finished this run, we can we'll decide what we want to run next, whether we want to stay in the 323 or try something else on the Glossop line. We'll start braking as we come into Hattersley, the only station that's an island one. Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons tonight. This has not been a clean run so far. just accidentally putting it into to neutral there causes a lock out of the brakes, which seems a little bit daft, but never mind, it's all good. You're all used to my terrible driving by now, so it's all good. Let this just roll a little bit further. And we'll come to a stop here about a minute late. Yeah, agreed, crazy. The 158 definitely could have had the livery changed to be northern, and that would have given so much more opportunity. Especially when it came to Manchester Piccadilly, because that would have been very cool to have one, you know, the Midland, sort of the East Midlands train 158, but also it in a northern livery. I guess that may come in the future. Hopefully it does, and hopefully they go back to routes like this where there's not much AI traffic and bring it up to making, you know, these big terminal stations feel busy. There we go, we'll start slow for Godley. I'm not entirely sure what we got the AWS warning for there. There's no speed warning board and we had a green. Yeah, we're fine. We're all good. We're all good. Perfect stuff. Oh, we're going to clip. Lovely. Really wish it wasn't raining. But plenty of passengers getting on. Start locking those doors. There really are short stops here. And away we go for Newton for Hyde next. There are these sort of clump of stations that are all very close together. We are getting a bit of wheel slip, so we'll just keep it in notch 3. Still getting a little bit of wheel slip there, even in notch 4 now. Don't believe there are any AI services between Hyde North and Piccadilly, which is a shame. Got yellow here. Perhaps that's what that AWS was for. That was just outside the station and it was then a green. Interesting. Okay, so here comes Newton for Hyde. There we go. We'll open those doors. Yeah, agreed. A little bit. Crazy's mentioned that being able to explore the main concourse of major stations. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually to see. What else could we find? If I remember rightly, you got a little bit more access on Glasgow, Edinburgh, where you could explore a lot more of the station than you kind of typically would with other routes. And of course the working lifts as well, which don't seem to have been used since. So into notch 4 we go. But we've got Flowery Field next. Awesome. Awesome name for a station, Flowery Field. I like it. Let's run into the station. 400 yards. You can see it coming up. It's made it a little bit more difficult with the rain, but yeah, very manageable so far. You can definitely tell a little bit of wheel slip here and there. So here is Flowery Field. Let's open those doors. Got passengers. Some passengers have got their umbrellas up, but not many of them. Start locking those doors. There we go, and away we go for Guide Bridge next. Yeah, that would be pretty cool to see the next sort of 10 trains departing from a big terminal station like that, agreed. Is it possible to access Hyde North in the scenario planner, I wonder? I'm not sure actually. I'm pretty sure... I've run... Here is Hyde North. You can... I have run a... I can't remember what it was. It was some kind of rail tour up to Hyde North. And then obviously it stops there. So I guess if I can do it on a timetable, it might be possible in scenario. Not really sure. In scenario planner, worth having a look at. Just slow here a little bit. We've got a little run now to Guide Bridge, over a mile. There we go. We've got warning for a 40, so we'll start to apply the brake. Still got a little way to run, so just let the brakes off, and as we get a little closer to the 40 we can take it down that last little bit. Here is Guide Bridge. We're down easily down to 40 and the station comes into view. A little bit more brake. I think we'll be pretty bang on time into Guide Bridge, so not doing too badly for time at the moment. Let this run as we've got another 323 coming into the station. There we go, perfect stuff. What freight have we got round here at the depot? Oh, we've got quite a few things here. A couple of 66s, the railhead treatment train tanks, some DB wagons. Nice little mix going on here. Very cool. I like it. Oh, we should have unlocked those doors. Whoops. That's gonna... to be fair, we load and unload passengers very quickly, so we shouldn't cause us too much delay. We'll start locking the doors. There we go. And away we go for Ashbury's next. There we go. So we can have a quick run at 60 here all the way to Ashbury's. Just ease back now on the power. Through the tunnel we go here. Crazy, you had a terrible run on Dresden, PZB getting you 3 times once because you were going at 160 and then got 1000 hertz and slowed down to 85 in the snow. Oh yeah, that is always going to be difficult trying to slow in the snow, especially after, you know, trying to get from 160 to 85 in that sort of short period of time. On time to 5 minutes delayed. Oh, it happens to the best of us. So there's a couple of stations we run through here that we don't stop at. Don't think we ever do, actually. It's all good. We've got 2 miles to Ashbury's. After that, we've then got Manchester Piccadilly. A little bit of speed in here, and it's another station that we run through but don't stop at. Enjoy driving in the snow and being delayed. Yeah, it's certainly a different challenge driving in the snow, that's for sure. So I imagine we should get a warning board very shortly for a 40 unless I've missed it already. Got some DB wagons there to our right, looking nice. I like the static stop like that. Actually, a bit harder on the brakes here as we come up to Ashbury's. So that was the AWS 40. That really is a short run to slow down from 60 to 40, but hey, okay. Okay, crazy, thanks, that makes sense. Fairfield and Gorton are only served by trains to some other place that then branches off the Glossop line at Hyde North, basically. Interesting. Let's unlock those doors. It would be cool to have a bit more AI traffic on here, especially if there, as you say, there are services that branch off at Hyde North. Let's get ready to lock those doors. Start locking them now. 5 seconds out. That's plenty of time. And away we go for Manchester Piccadilly. We will see Ardwick Depot very shortly, I'd imagine. Here's the depot itself. Oh, I like it with the lifts and that. It's actually open as well. And we've got a 323 in the sidings there. Very nice. There we go. Yeah, definitely crazy. Timetables based on whether it's a weekend or a weekday would be would really sort of change up the service patterns, and yeah, I can imagine that would be pretty cool actually. It's 35. We drop down to 25 shortly. That rain feels like it's getting a lot harder. No, it doesn't get any stops. Although you do stop there on the guard service. That's the only that's the weird thing. I didn't expect to stop at Ardwick when guarding, but apparently it does. As we run into Manchester, we've got another 323 departing. Wonder if we will see the 158. That's a 6-car unit, nice. Got a bit of thunder going on now. What is that all about? That is, I suppose, dynamic weather. Slow for the 15 here. Yeah, holiday would be possibly more, would be busier, but then I guess do some bank holiday service. Some services get cut during the bank holiday, possibly. So as we come into Piccadilly, let's run into the station. A couple of 323s in there. I love how they're next to one another. In we come. Can we see anything over on these platforms? Nope, sadly not. And we'll watch ourselves come to a stop here. Lovely stuff. We'll unlock those doors. Oh, I didn't. Let's unlock those doors, so we say. And that will conclude our... I'm in passenger's way there. Let's get out of the way. And there we go. What do we pick up here? Oh, another gold. Love it. Right, let's return to the timetable. Yeah, the 323. You can only ever make Manchester Piccadilly so busy with the 323s. What shall we do? I think. Do you know what we'll do? We'll mix it up and let's try and do the Glossop line in the snow. Let's do custom light snow, I think. And we'll do, which one's this? Should we do sort of a 5 o'clock one, perhaps, from Manchester to Glossop? Yeah, that will do. In light snow. Yeah, I saw someone had led the 700 onto Glossop and also onto Birmingham Cross City as well. Okay, let's unlock those doors. So this is going to be a real challenge. So we're in the dark and we've also got some snow going on. Oh, nice. We've got a 33 over here. Let's take a look at that. With a bit of snow on it. That's very cool. Like that. What else have we got hiding over here anywhere? Another 323. Plenty of 323s. Anything on the other side? Another 323. And another 323. Oh, we got all the 323 action going on here at the moment. As we have got another minute or so before we can be departing. Still wondering when someone will make a layer of it, the 72 stock on Brighton Main. Like, yeah, that would be quite funny. Some things should just not be done. Right, another 30 seconds. See that 323 coming in. A little bit of snow on it. Let's start locking those doors. East Coast Way 700 mod as well. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. It would be nice to put the 700 on an 8 overhead route just to give it a try. Right, away we go for our first stop at Ashbury's. Replace 395s with 72 stock. That would be carnage. Okay, we need the wipers on, of course. As per, we get intermittent too. So we get to see this route in the dark and also with snow. This is going to be a challenge. No, you don't want to drive a 700 3-car version. Yeah, there's the class 33 just parked in the siding to the left. Right, we can speed up to 25 here. Let's put the power on. And then we're jumping into a 35 as well. Have we got the headlights set correctly? Yep, night, so that's good. There we go. We're out of the ambient lighting from the city in Manchester Piccadilly. Yeah, the wretched 3 plus 2 seating. Pretty nice actually, I have to say. As we run through Ardwick here. go, a little bit more power to run up to 40. And as we get close, we'll start braking here just to see what our braking is like in the snow. It's pretty good. As we come into Ashbury's. Just about make out the station ahead. I think we're good for speed, down to 26. This is going to be a challenge to keep the time in the snow as well. So in we come to Ashbury's. We've got to run all the way up to the stairs here where the stop marker is. There we go, perfect. Crazy, you did your Dresden run at 7:30 in the snowstorm. Yeah, I can imagine that was difficult. The Bartman did the snow trouble scenario on here earlier. Was definitely a challenge. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm taking it quite. I'm taking it gently so far. Let's start locking those doors. Crazy, light snow and rain is just not enough. Perhaps I should have gone for full out snowstorm. Never mind. Definitely had wheel spin there in notch 3. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Still at notch 4 we get wheel spin at 30. Now we should be able to, even at 37, get wheel spin. So now we've got a feral run to Guide Bridge. So we should be able to, but we won't be able to see the snow. We can just about make out the kind of the snow being kicked up in the background there. Little blast of the horn as we come through. People over the yellow line, tut tut. A little bit more power. We are going up a 1% gradient, so need to keep that power on, probably into notch 3. Get us closer to 60. Run through the station here again. Oh no, they're just flicking their umbrellas up in front of me. Right, we're a mile out now from Guidebridge, so when we get a little bit closer we'll start to slow. We're not accelerating. Well, we can probably come off acceleration and get the get a bit of gravity working in our favour as we're going uphill. And we'll start to brake very shortly. We'll go into Notch 1. There was the warning for the 40, but that is just before Guidebridge itself, I believe. So we're all good. There we go. You can see Guidebridge ahead. Just about make out the PIS. There are definitely a couple of subtle differences I've noticed in the cab for the 3T3, but not overly, to be honest. When we the main one is the clock here in the middle. When you can't see at the moment, but when we come to a stop. Yeah, the clock is different, and there's definitely was something else, but I can't remember. It's yeah, and there's obviously the sign to check your stopping pattern is obviously not there, but other than that, it's not really too much of a difference, if I'm honest. Let's unlock those doors. It's going to be a quick loading time here. Start locking. And away we go for Flowery Field. Yeah, we can get to Notch 3. Have we got anything interesting in here? Looks like a lot of wagons, if I'm honest, so we won't have a look. Come back off the... oh no, we can jump up to 60 now. So we'll put it into Notch 4. Working our way up to 60, and we'll just ease back. Though we are going up a quite steep grade in here, so we'll keep the power on for now. Start braking around here for Flowery Field. Was 0.7 a mile out. Just be gentle on the going to Notch 2. Even in Notch 2 we're getting a little bit of wheel slip, but brakes are still working pretty well actually. There's North Hyde to our right. Crazy asks, what do you think the worst routes in trains in the world are? I think that the one that gets the most hatred normally is West Cornwall Local. Was it? Yeah, West Cornwall Local I think it is, or Cornwall Local. Yeah, that does not get great great reviews, especially around the Class 150, which is obviously such an iconic UK train. To not quite get that right, people are going to notice it. What else have we got? To be fair, that's probably the worst UK route. Worst German route? Oh, wait. I'm not sure about the worst German route. US route, I think, it's got to be up there with, I guess, Long Island Railroad. That gets a lot of hatred as well. Although I don't own that one yet. That is one I need to get just purely for the layers on New York Trenton when it actually comes. So I want to pick that up in a sale in the future. Oh, even here we're getting a bit of wheel slipping power too. Now we can go into notch 2. I think generally speaking the German routes are pretty well done. What about yourself? What do you think are the worst routes in Train Sim World? So we've got Newton for Hyde next. Yeah, Long Island Railroad. Yeah, I don't own it, but I've heard some terrible reviews. Germany Rapid Transit. Yeah, again, that's another one. Munich Augsburg. Fair enough on the German side. And then yeah, Spirit of Steam. Yeah, that's pretty. It's not pretty yet. It's not good. I think Steam in general is not quite there yet, if I'm honest. Even okay, we'll load up our passengers. We're slightly behind time. Yeah, 180 to 200 services is just not enough for a route like that. A 6 to 8 hour gap between each station, Jesus. There we go. Okay, now we can go to notch 2. Yeah, when there's stuff like missing overhead wires, that should be fixed. Definitely. So we've got Godley coming up next. I like this clump of stations, they're all very close together. Yeah, that's mad that Long Island Railroad is that busy yet is not replicated. I only want that route just for the eventual layer onto New York Trenton to make that route what it should be. Probably need to keep going a little bit further here to get towards the end of the station. That will do nicely. Let's unlock those doors. Our beautiful 323 with the snow covering. Looks quite nice actually. And away we go. Thanks for that. It's running into me. There we go. We got any sparks from the overhead? Doesn't seem like it. Thought that'd be prime in the snow. So, Hattersley next. There we go. We can actually make it into notch 4 now. But we probably do need to be slowing very shortly. Let's run through an abandoned platform here. Can't quite see the station. You just about make it out ahead now. Alright, yeah, if those trains that are on Long Island Railroad, the M3, are also on Harlem, feels like a better route to be using it on. So, as we come into Hattersley, we'll start to slow. We're absolutely driving to the conditions here. So we are going to be late, but never mind. There's a 3-car stop mark. Very nice. We'll unlock those doors. Out of the way. Does look nice with those lights on it. Coming from the street lights there. Lock those doors. And away we go. Pick up a little bit of speed here, then we'll go to notch 3. Nice. Okay, so Broad Bottom next, and a mile to run. No, can't quite go into notch 4 just yet. Crazy, your favourite US commuter train to drive is the M3A. Nice. I really should get more into the American trains. We've not done an American stream here yet. Oh, showcasing an American route. One, because I haven't mastered US freight yet, which doesn't help. And because that would be, you could probably do just one service on a stream like that. It would take you long enough. A little bit hot here for my liking, but hopefully we'll find a bit of grip. We are slow in. Yeah, US freight routes aren't my cup of tea. I think the thing that I haven't mastered, which is why I don't like him, is I haven't. When you've got multiple units that you need to set up correctly to you know, get the braking and acceleration, or to get like the braking set up so that they're working in tandem with the first unit. I definitely haven't mastered that yet, or I haven't worked out what the setup should be. We aren't here for long. Nice snowbank there. Yeah, that would be quite cool actually, doing a freight run on Castle Versberg, because it's quite interesting, you know, having to divert into one of the sidings to, you know, passing loops to allow ICs to pass you. That would be quite cool actually to do. I can get a US diesel running, but only the single loco. It doesn't, like when you start accelerating, you don't get all of the units accelerating with you. So God knows how you get it to work properly. I don't mind diesel passenger units, US diesel passenger units, like that you get with Boston Sprinter. Right, let's power up to 60 here. Scenario been hidden on Castle Versberg? What kind of scenario was it that was hidden? Get up to 60 now. Got a 323 running past us, nice. We need to be slowing for 40. Normally you meet that 323 that we've just passed on the Glossop viaduct, or the Dinting viaduct. Hey Coffee, thanks for dropping into the stream and your kind words. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Crazy, basically had to form consist of regional trains, so coupling double stock wagons together and bringing them into... That was pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool actually. So in we come to Dinting. We'll need to slow a little bit further. Slow for the 10 miles an hour here. I think to do it you had to spad fell on the icebreaker scenario. Okay, that sounds a bit interesting. Glad you're okay, Coffee. So off to the right we go as we roll into Dinting, about only a minute late considering the weather. I think that's pretty good. There we go. Let's come to a stop here. I'll unlock those doors. Plenty of people looking to get on, hopefully. We can already lock those doors. Let's do it. jump back in the cab, and then we could be heading to Glossop. There we go, 10 miles an hour. Well, there's a 25 sign, so we can jump up in a little bit. There we go, we can accelerate up to 25 now. We've passed the marker. Should have 45 any second now. There we go. Let's put full power on. We're going downhill anyway, so we should pick up speed quite quickly. And then we'll be looking to slow as we come into Glossop. Let's slow a little bit more. This is going to be the last service, I think, for today, but I will be back on Thursday for another stream, so any suggestions welcome. Probably a little bit of a longer one as well. Could be a good one to do Castle Versberg with a freight train, actually. That would be pretty cool, actually. I think I might have just convinced myself that's the next stream on Thursday. But I suppose the question is, what should we be driving on Thursday on Castle Versberg? Get a little bit further in. There we go. That would do nicely. Let's unlock these doors. We can already start to get ourselves set up, ready to run down to the other end. Come on, give us the gold medal. Thank you very much. Let's return to free room. Tail lights to off. Shut down the cab. Turn those lights off. There we go. Let's wander down to the other end here. Excuse me, sir. Get out my train. Yeah, good question. I'm not sure which freight layers do which freight lakers do layer. We can have a quick look before we end the stream to see what our options could be. Let's put this. Tail lights off. Let's go to night, and we're all set. Oh, wipers. We didn't turn the wipers off on the other end. Are they still going? Yeah, they are. Well, the guard's going to get a clear view from the rear. away we go for Hadfield. Quite possibly. Because the 182, if I'm not mistaken, is from Hamburg-Lübeck, isn't it? I think. I've been meaning to pick up the disc block 182. I was contemplating it on this when it was a Steam summer sale, but I didn't end up getting them. Your favourite is the 182. We'll see. We'll have a look to see what we could possibly drive. Need to be slow in here for the 25. There's 25 easily. Let's put a little bit more power on. Yeah, like I say, we'll have a look, see what freight there is. And then we could possibly have yeah, the 43 for Cole Arkin, isn't it? I've got the 423 for that. Oh, okay, yeah. It always tends to be your favourite chains tend to be the ones you've previously sort of ridden on or are local to you. Makes sense. We'll go off to the right here towards Hadfield. Yeah, it was a really good deal that they did with the 700. It meant I picked the 700 for sort of £7, which was, yeah, very cheap. I wasn't complaining at that. The yeah, Southeastern is very much complete now for me, so. Gently roll round the corner here. We'll jump up to 40 once we've cleared it, and then we'll be slowing right down for the approach to Hadfield. That's really good value, €17 for all three, well, four DLC. That's, yeah, really good value. Always got to make the most of the sales. Be slowing for 15 in just a second. We'll start to brake now. Actually a little bit more gently on the brakes. Still got a little way to run to 15. So here we come into Hadfield. There's 15. Just break a little bit here. There's Hadfield Station, which is the end of the Glossop line. You had some issues with the class 40 and 45. How odd that it just came to a stop. I don't think I've had an issue with either of those. When I've driven them before. Here we are coming into stop at Hadfield. We are literally just a minute or so late, so not too bad. I think I'll take that. Car Thief, I don't actually have a Discord server, so I'm afraid not. There we go. Sums up real. I couldn't even get to look at the the 323 there. And of course, we've got a gold medal. I'll take that. Right, let's have a look at what DLC or what trains are available on Castle. No, that's completely wrong. No, I want to choose route. Castle Würzburg. There we are. Timetable. So, based on what I've got, we've got available the 155 Press, the 182 MLCE, the 185, all three variants of the 185. So, yeah, 155, 182, or 185 in various DB, Railpool, or MRCE liveries. So those will be the option for Thursday. And we'll pick the MLC, but you can see we've got some really extremely long services, which is would be quite cool to run. They are all quite late ones actually. Nice. Yes, we've got some different ones. Yeah, they're all late. I thought there was some during the day, perhaps, but maybe not. We'll figure it out. So that will wrap up this stream very nicely. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, and hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please consider hitting that like button and, of course, subscribing as well. It always is really appreciated. As I said, we'll be back on Thursday for another stream, probably on Castle Würzburg, doing a freight run. So I will see you in that one, and bye-bye for now.